Ha ha ha. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a huge milestone in this series, episode 50, and that does mean that we are also going to be doing an end of season review today. Of course, with it being the end of season 4 here with Sunderland, we always like to do a little end of season sort of overall review, see how we've been getting on. But before we get into that, if you are enjoying the series or any of the episodes that are released on this channel, make sure you're hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be alerted when these videos are released. Here's to another 50 episodes. I suppose we should probably address the rather big elephant in the room. I'm currently an F in terms of manager performance. It was literally a C+ last episode, and now I'm down to an F, and the board are bitterly disappointed with our management of the team. I'm not going to get the sack, am I? I mean, we've just got promoted to the Championship. They wanted me to avoid a relegation battle. With all due respect, board, where did we finish? We finished 19th, 8 points away from the relegation zone. How much more avoid a relegation battle do you want, you absolute idiots? I mean, if I get the sack because I was 8 points near the relegation zone, I am taking these down. I'm taking them all down. Everyone, the board, the players, because this is unacceptable. I got them to the Championship after 3 seasons, but got onto the Championship. This is an injustice if I get sacked here. Injustice, I'm telling you. I feel like that probably brings us on very smoothly onto what I think the problems were, my overall thoughts on this season. Now, naturally, it's a very disappointing season. Considering where we were around Christmas, November, it's pretty poor from us. The final 4 or 5 months of the season was really, really bad. But I'm pretty sure at the start of the year, I said I would be happy if we solidified ourselves in the league. And I feel like we definitely did that. I mean, 18th or 19th place, in the Championship isn't anything to be ashamed at, especially coming up from League One to the Championship. It's nothing to be, too disappointed about. Of course, it would have been nice to continue our run of form and potentially go for the playoffs. But next year, it's the season that I feel like we can actually aim for the playoffs, because my overall thoughts on the squad is that the squad is okay. I do think there was an element of luck and also being unlucky throughout the year. I think we were very lucky to be on the run of form that we had in the first few months, but I also think we were very unlucky to have the results we were having and the amount of losses we had towards the end of the season. But I feel like, I've said this every year, but I genuinely feel like we need to have a rebuild. We need to have a bit of a reset. We need to press the reset button and just clear players out. We just need to clear as many players out as we can and bring some fresh blood in, especially if we are going to aim for the playoffs next year and we want to go further than that. I mean, the main players I would like to keep would be Matt Olasunde. Despite him coming back from a broken leg, he's still a very, very good player for this level. Sam Hughes and Jimmy Dunn have been absolutely incredible, and they've obviously formed an absolute impeccable partnership throughout this series. I'd like to keep Happy Picker in, but I don't think he's going to stay, if I'm honest. I mean, we can try and get him in now. If we loan it, we are going to be able to get him back in. So we're going to keep our back four for next year, which I'm pretty happy about. For the rest of the players, I won't lie to you, I'm probably going to let them go, if I'm honest. It depends what our transfer budget is. The likes of Batista Mier, like Jordan Rossiter, Dmitry Velkovsky, they are worth a lot of money. And if we can, George Dobson as well. Obviously, George Dobson, if we have a look at his report, decent player for Sky Bet Championship sides. If we can sell them for quite a bit of money, we're getting to that point in this save where we can start looking at South American teams and looking for some regens, going to different nations and looking for the next big regen in the world that's going to absolutely dominate the league that they go to. So we need to start looking at regens. For 5 years into the future, there's definitely going to be a few here and there. So that is my overall goal with the squad. For the majority of players here, they're not going to be here next year. It's going to be a little bit of a rebuild, a little bit of a reset, and we're going to try and streamline the squad a little bit. We're going to try and get as many players as we can, but enough, not too many to the point where we're struggling to give them more game time. Quality over quantity is what my goal is going into next year. We want to get some quality players, try and aim for the playoffs. Obviously, with 46 games in the Championship, we're going to need an element of versatility and backup options, which I think I can get. But yeah, a lot of these players aren't going to be here next year. It's going to be sad because a lot of them have been here for the majority of the series. The likes of Baptiste Meyer, Embleton, Gooch, George Dobson, Max Power's been here alongside, Josh Scowen as well. A lot of them are going to be going, and it's going to be sad, but I think we need to be a little bit ruthless with a lot of these players. We are a Championship side, and a lot of these players aren't Championship quality. And if we get into the Premier League, we're going to have to get rid of a lot of these anyway. But yeah, that is the plan for the squad. Do let me know if you have any suggestions of any players you think I could bring in that are good Championship, maybe Premier League level players. Make sure you put it in the comment section below, because I'll have a look at all the players that are suggested. And quite frankly, viewers, I need as much help as I can get. Okay, so into the end of season review, seeing what the fans and the board are thinking. So into the new arrivals, of course, there was quite a lot of players that came in at the start of the summer. Obviously, we brought Croissant back in, where the board were very, very disappointed in him, especially the loan fee they were particularly upset about. Despite the fact he scored 19 goals in 34 appearances, and we only spent 325k to get him in and a 7.03 rating. Definitely our most successful player we brought in, and the board are absolutely fuming at him. Harry Pickering, A star. Wow, happy with a lower wage contribution. Harry Pickering was definitely a little bit of a coup, I feel like. Despite the poor average rating, with 46 games, he's played a lot of games, been a little bit of a stalwart in our side, and definitely improved our defence. Despite the fact we were particularly awful, he was still a very, very good player for us next year. Quite obviously, we're getting him back for next year as well, so hopefully he'll be able to improve on these performances, get himself on the assist charts a little bit more, maybe get himself a few extra goals as well. Dmytro Velikovsky, a B+ from Circle Bruges. We got him on a free, I believe it was. A relatively okay average rating, not as many goals and assists despite the fact with 26 games. He is a fullback though, once again, probably not going to be here for next year. Will Smallbone, of course, when we got Will Smallbone in, I said that he was probably going to be the most exciting of both them players, and unfortunately, he was pretty awful. He had an absolute stormer of a debut, which was on an episode as well. He got an absolute cracking assist, but unfortunately, he wasn't able to continue that sort of form with only 1 goal and 1 assist in 21 games. In the position he was playing, didn't expect him to have more of an impact of the game, so probably not going to be here next year either. Mark McGuinness, the board were very happy with, an A star from Arsenal. They're absolutely delighted. Only played 9 games with a 6.67 rating. I feel like the board are a little bit confused about what they're actually doing at this point. And then Aaron Presley, I mean, he got no goals in 15, so let's just move on. The season results, B-, they're delighted we didn't get relegated, and you can really see how good we were. We had a very good start, and then we just dropped off completely. Like, if we would have continued this sort of run of form, we probably would have got playoffs, but we probably would have been around this 9th, 8th position, potentially challenging for the bottom end of where Barnsley are. Even Croissant is our top goal scorer. Average attendance 34,000, so pretty good. Obviously, the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup we were pretty poor in, getting knocked out of Crystal Palace and Wolverhampton Wanderers, respectively. Moments to remember. Biggest win was against Peterborough. Match to remember was a win against Reading, and goal of the season was for Max Power, and that of course will be on the screen for you to see, where we did beat Luton 4-1, 4-2. Finances, I know how poor the finances are. We're not in a great financial position. We actually have a lower sponsorship, but everything else is pretty interesting. Of course, if you want to see a little bit more in this, you can pause the video and have a look. Club reputation hasn't improved that much, or no, it hasn't improved at all. So it's a little bit frustrating to see. And I mean, we know how we lined up. This was the players and the tactic that we used primarily throughout the year. The only players getting a positive rating was Even Croissant and Jimmy Dunn. And I don't know how the board can say this was a disappointing transfer. 90 goals and 34. He did pretty well, I feel like, Ivan. They're probably being a little bit harsh. Fans player of the season, Jimmy Dunn. Sign of the season, Mark McGuinness. I mean, what? Max power goal of the season. Batista Mien, most assists. 12 assists. I can't help but feel that's a little bit low, considering the formation we play. We need to improve that a lot next year if we want to get anywhere near them playoff positions. And oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's a bloody board meeting. Mr. Mark Smith has called me into the office. They're not happy with my current performance and they're considering my position at the club. Oh no. Right, what do we say? We've got to play this smart. It's my first job in management, Mark. Hopefully you can overlook all my errors and give me time to grow as a manager. We hope you can learn from mistakes. Being new to the profession is no justification to give you any favours. All right, Mark. Clearly you haven't worked any real jobs in your life, you clown. What do I need to save my job? 8 points in the next 5 games. So the pressure's on. Let's ask for a little bit lower. 6 points in 5. Right, we can do that. Yes. Yes, 6 points in 5 games. The pressure is on. At the start of next season, we're going to have to start with an absolute bang if we want to not only go anywhere near the playoffs, but also not to get sacked. Right, initial budgets. We need to sell people. 310k. 109. It's an improvement on anything. A little bit. Boy, it's pretty pathetic. I mean, we can add 1.6 million, which I'm going to have to spend very, very wisely. We're 1.28 million in debt. Hopefully, once we sell a lot of these players, we'll be able to improve the finance quite a lot. I've just seen the likes of Jimmy Dunn, Sam Hughes, and Matt Olasunde are worth quite a lot of money. And Lee Bird as well, 31 years. Do I sell a lot of people? I feel like I might have to. So now we're going to go and have a look at some of the leagues around the world. We're of course going to focus on the major 5 leagues, or the major 5 nations in the world. So that'd be Spain, Italy, Germany, England, and France. So we'll get towards the end of all the season. So we'll go to the end of May, and then we'll have a gander. Okay, so we're going to start off with the playoff final. So who is going up to the Premier League? And congratulations to the Seagulls. Brighton getting themselves promoted alongside Newcastle and Leeds. Was it? I think it was. It was Newcastle and Leeds, right? It was. So first, second, and third all going up. Probably well deserved for Brighton, to be fair, considering that they were, for the most part, able to keep up to pace with the likes of Leeds and Newcastle. Obviously, Newcastle ran away with it towards the end of the year. Now, if we have a look at the Premier League, let's have a look how the Premier League's getting on. Congratulations to Manchester United for winning the league title. And I'm pretty sure they're retaining their title as well. They are. They've won it 2 years on the trot, beating their fierce rivals, Manchester City, to that title. And they haven't won. Manchester City have only won it once in the past 5 years. So very disappointing from them. With Liverpool and Arsenal completing the top 4. Arsenal in the top 4. Game's bugged. Chelsea and Tottenham, 2 teams in 5th and 6th. So the traditional top 6 getting all into Europe. Leicester in 10th, so very disappointing for Leicester. West Ham must have won the League Cup, right? No, the FA Cup. They beat Chelsea in the FA Cup final, getting past Man United in the semi-final, and finishing 11th. So they've got themselves Europa Conference, I think it is. Oh no, they got themselves Euro Cup, sorry. So congratulations to West Ham. That could either destroy them or make them into a little bit, potentially a powerhouse if they get the money that obviously Europe brings and get themselves towards the upper echelons of the European spots. Watford, Brentford and Sheffield United all coming down. Haaland, Salah and Harry Kane getting themselves as the top 3 players. Haaland winning the Golden Boot with 20 goals. And, well, he's 23, so I'm looking forward to eventually coming against Haaland with my Sunderland side. I'm sure it'll go absolutely fine. Harry Kane with an 8.0 average rate throughout the entire season. Sanjan Prick from Burnley with 15 assists. Burnley. I mean, okay then. 15 assists, that is mental. I mean, he must be getting a big big transfer at the end of this year. But yeah, Manchester United retaining their crown. We'll have a look at the Champions League and the Europa League, of course, later on. But let's go over to Spain. Sunny Spain. Real Madrid winning the title for the third successive year, winning the title by 7 points. And I'm assuming them 2 losses were probably against Barcelona. Yes, they lost at home to Barcelona and Getafe. Barcelona finished second, Atletico Madrid in third, Valencia in fourth, and Real San Sebastian at Bilbao and Villarreal getting the rest of the European spots. Girona, Villarreal and Espanyol all getting relegated. Aaron Connolly. No, it's not. I thought, right, what? Aaron Connolly. I remember him from the... I'm so confused now. Wait, who do we have? Aaron Presley. So is Aaron Connolly, not Aaron... I'm an idiot. I'm an absolute moron. I've only just figured this out. Moonane getting top goal scorer, but Maxi Gomez from Valencia, 27-year-old, absolutely fantastic striker as well. He's doing absolute bits at Valencia. But yeah, Real Madrid getting themselves another title. Bernardo Silva at Real Madrid getting themselves the highest average rating and the assists. Clean sheets, Barcelona. I mean, it's always going to be close between Barcelona and Real Madrid, right? But for Real Madrid to win the title by 7 points, fair play to them. They've Barcelona haven't won a title in 6 years, so maybe this is the future for Barcelona considering what is currently going on with that club at the moment. So that is Spain done and dusted. Let's go over to Italy. Unfortunately, I don't have Italy loaded, but as you can expect, it's between Juventus and Inter. It's going to be like that every year. Juventus winning the title once again, with Inter becoming the runner-up and Lazio in third place. I'm assuming Ronaldo won't be playing anymore, right? They got Riyad Mahrez. They got Camavinga as their key player already at 21 years old. No wonder that they won the title. Absolutely insane player there, Camavinga. How much they get him for? They got him on a free. Wow, I mean, that is coup of the century right there for Juventus. That is absolutely insane. Thiago Thomas, is he a regen? He's not. Dybala, Gnabry, Bentancur, Ferran Torres, Sandro Bonucci, Tomic, Jago, and Danilo and Szczesny. They have got a pretty old side, though, so they may have to look to rebuild in the next few years. They've got Riyad Mahrez, bought him from Manchester City, and they've still got Arthur as well. We'll then go to Germany, where, once again, I haven't got Germany loaded. So Bayern Munich are also dominating their respective league. Borussia Dortmund becoming second. Once again, it's always going to be between Bayern and Dortmund, more than likely. Wolfsburg did manage to get second and Mainz in third. Dortmund not even finishing in the top 3 last year, which is absolutely, well, you don't see it that often. And in 27-18, obviously, we weren't, that was in real life. But the recent year, or 2 years ago, sorry, Wolfsburg and Mainz beat Dortmund to the top 3. So congratulations to Bayern once again. Joshua Kimmich is their key player. He's very, very good, isn't he? He's pretty good. Manuel Neuer is still playing at the ripe age of 38. Are they playing a 3 at the back? They are. Philip Max, Lewandowski still playing at the age of 35 with 8 pace. Who else is here? Alphonso Davies, has he progressed quite a lot? 23, he's progressed all right, not as much as you'd probably expect. They've got Diego Dalot, and Thomas Muller is also still playing, and they've got a 19-year-old Pierre Duomo. I'm assuming I've said that right, everyone. So that is Germany out of the way. Now, one league I do have loaded is France, and of course it's going to be PSG, because it always is. They didn't go unbeaten, though, and my God, Monaco took them to the very bloody end. Fair play to Monaco. And Rennes getting himself in third, despite losing their talisman, Camavinga. They got themselves into the Champions League. So congratulations to Rennes. And Lille and Lyon will be very, very disappointed with not even getting into the Champions League spots. And my boys, Nimes, getting themselves relegated. If you don't know the story between me and Nimes, make sure you go and follow me on Twitch. And then you'll be able to see. We're currently in the Champions League with Nimes, so make sure you go over there and look. Kylian Mbappe, there's a reason why PSG are winning the league when they got this boy up top. 31 goals in 38 appearances. This guy for Lille got second top goal scorer. Havertz is at PSG. Sancho. I mean, I mean, Sancho, Havertz, and Mbappe are all on every single stat here. Assist average rating, goals, player of the match, clean sheets is Dragoski, 26-year-old, very good keeper. But yeah, PSG absolutely dominating, as you'd expect. So that is all the leagues are done and dusted. If there's any specific league you'd like me to look at, make sure you put it in the comment section. I'll have a look at it in the next episode. Now, for the final little bit of this video, it's going to be the European competition. So the Champions League, the Europa League, and the Europa Conference. So we'll start off with the Champions League. Manchester United could have got themselves a second Champions League crown in 4 years or 3 years, but it wasn't to be. They came up against probably the best team in the world, PSG, and Mbappe and Sancho and Havertz, and they got defeated in the final 2-1. I can only assume Mbappe got himself a goal. He didn't. Neymar, I mean, there was 3 goals very, very early on in the game, and a very even game overall, actually. Mbappe, even when not scoring, gets incredible ratings. And Neymar, how could we forget about Neymar? Neymar got himself on the score sheet very early on, and then Szoboszlai in the 28th and Marquinhos in the 29th. I mean, PSG probably deserved to win it based off the stats, but Manchester United probably feel a little bit hard done by. And it was in England as well. It was at Wembley. So Manchester United probably had that little bit more motivation, but it couldn't see them across the line, as England have been absolutely dominating the Champions League. Liverpool win it 3 times in the past, 6 years, which is as a Liverpool fan, I absolutely love that. Let's have a look at the semi-final. Who got knocked out? Barcelona got knocked out by PSG. That's awkward. Quarter-final, Manchester City getting knocked out by PSG. United knocking out Liverpool. Even more awkward. And Barcelona knocking out. I mean, there's a lot of rival games here. A lot of big games happening against some fierce rivals. Liverpool United, obviously Barcelona, Madrid, like some big games. Right, what about the Euro Cup? Let's have a look at the Euro Cup. See who won this. So it was Did Real Madrid go out in the group stage? What? Did they go out in the group? Oh my God, they did. Real Madrid went out in the group stage of the Champions League, and of course they're going to win the Europa League. Real Madrid, is that the first time they've ever won the Europa League, out of curiosity? Is that the first time they've won? No, they won it a long, long time ago. But you'd never expect to see Real Madrid in the Europa League. They did beat Napoli 1-0. So probably a relatively successful season for Real Madrid, and Isaac getting himself on the score sheet. And once again, a game that was pretty close. Napoli giving Real Madrid a good game. Unfortunately, Real Madrid's quality did shine through. And they did get a goal in the 71st minute. And Real Madrid do have Savic. So he's a very, very good player. You're not going to be able to get past him that often. But yeah, congratulations to Real Madrid. They got themselves another European trophy. Probably not the one that they wanted, but a trophy nonetheless. What about the Europa Conference? Let's see what the new competition is saying. Euro Conference, I'm assuming it's called. Okay, it's not. Let me find it. I'll be back in just a second. Yes, it's the Europa Cup 2, not the Europa Conference. Tottenham get themselves, finally, a European trophy, beating FC Copenhagen in the final, with Tottenham are the first English team to actually win this competition. So congratulations to them. How was the game overall? Once again, another very evenly balanced game. They were 2-0 up. Going 30 minutes from the end of the game, and Copenhagen did get a goal in the 90th minute to put a few Tottenham fans a little bit nervous. Nail in mouth moment, nail biting moments, that was it. That's the right term. But Harry Kane is still at Tottenham, which is surprising. He's got himself on a trophy finally. He's had an absolutely insane year, as you'd expect. 16 goals in 32, and it looks like he's probably going to finish career at Tottenham. Finally got himself a trophy, so he's going to be very, very happy. Any other? They got Gabriel Barbosa. They still got Odegaard. They got Ajer, my boy. I love Ajer. I do love this guy. Absolute incredible player on Football Manager. But yeah, they are the European competitions, and I think that is going to bring us towards the end of the episode, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, please hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell if you are enjoying this series. And of course, in the next episode, I've got to do all the summer transfer business. So the next episode probably won't be for another 2 or 3 days, just while I get through everything, the amount of business that I've got to do. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Take care of yourselves. Have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe. Thank you for the support. Take care. I'll see you in the next season. Goodbye.